Greetings, and thank you for pressing play and joining us with the 2021 UndaGround Think-Tank, where we discuss real-time stories, raw underground update and events. Our main objective is just to create different narratives of discussion, pretty much. Today's topic is this what it sounds like when doves cry? You know, when Prince did that song, I always thought about that. It's just really deep. The penmanship, though. You with me? Because I've never seen a dove just sit there and cry. And you know what we know what the dove represents in the biblical point is a peace. And, you know, when Noah sent the dove out and when he came back with the woo-woo, you know, God's willing, he knew that it was some land, that the water was subsiding. You know what I'm saying? So the dove has almost like an angelic representation. So if you see a dove sitting there crying, that's deep. And I was thinking that's kind of like what the time is like right now, kind of. You know, the environment that we're in, everything that's going on, like 4,000 deaths of people dying from the corona, woo-woo. The complete unrest and everything that's spinning around everybody. And dude, it's deep. And that's why I was like, is this what it sounds like when doves cry? So I guess I just want to kind of go over a couple topics and stuff like that, some information, you know. But of course, we better go ahead and keep this cracking, you know. Let's go ahead and take a broccoli and cheese break and we'll jump into this real quick.
What's up, girl?
He stood me up again.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's up with this guy? Do you really like him that much?
Yes, honey, I love him. He is fine. He does a lot of nice things for me.
I know he used to do nice stuff for you, but what has he done for you lately?
Hey, yo, why did I select that song? Because that's where everybody's at right now. I don't care what you did last night or what you did the other day. I just want to know, what have you done for me lately? Everybody's on that, man. You cool today, you cool to that, da-da-da-da, but what have you done for me lately? That's the model of the day. Might not say it, but you can see it and feel it. You know, just the whole environmental shift. You know, real quick before we get into the meat and the potatoes, man, you know, been looking at a lot of other people's podcasts because, you know, as I'm doing this, I want to make sure that, you know, it's not whack and it's not huff. And it's not boring, and it's just a waste of time because, you know, I don't like doing stuff that everybody just do. I don't do that. I just, for some reason, I just don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But I was looking at a lot of different podcasts, man. I've been studying them, man. You know, people that I know and I grew up with, and I'm so happy for their success and for what they're doing. But I was like, my little underground podcast, I don't want to do like what they're doing. Like I said, they have to do what they have to do, and I guess I'm just doing my style. The way that I've been seeing everybody else doing it, I mean, I just ain't, I don't know, you know. I kind of like this way. I have freedom to talk about what I want. I don't have any structures. It doesn't have any boundaries. It's open. I'm an artist. Usually most of the time I just press record and whatever presents itself, presents itself. Sometimes I misspell words. I was told I shouldn't be using words that I don't really know how to say. I don't care about that. If I don't know how to say it, like I don't know how to say a couple words proper, I'll never be able to. I tried. You know what I'm saying? But it's always challenging. I don't care. You guys can feel me. We're people that feel. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you know, if you guys got any critical analysis or critical critiques, please on the comment box, please let me know what you think. You know, what you kind of like, what you don't like. I know my sons have given me some beautiful critical analysis of what they was thinking, you know, when they listened to the podcast. But yeah, I think I'm going to stay in this pocket where I'm at. I don't want to be all like, I see a lot of other podcasts. I don't know what that's about. Like I said, that's just their style. I just have a different style, that's all. But anyways, you know, I want to talk about the environment. And a couple of my family members was like, man, why don't you go ahead and talk about, you know, that memo that came out about a travel, what was it? A travel advisory for people of color. A lot of black people said they was a little nervous, but then a lot of people in the blocks is walking around like Wild Wild West too. So, you know, it's just deep about the environment. And how the environment has shifted completely all around us. You know, it's deep. So I was like, okay, 75 million Americans this last election voted for Trump. And they believe in Trump, man. Straight up. They have a blood history of revolt. Lynchings, what you've seen on January the 6th, man, they have a history. This is a history of that. I mean, that's like, that type of didn't surprise me at all. However, they believe that their democracy is under attack. They believe that everything that they're working for, that they worked for, everything that the forefathers of the United States, how they fought against the British, they feel that all of that is being underneath attack. It's being taken from them. And that's what's deep. Because we're not dealing with a movement of feelings. This is belief, attitudes that have become hard. So now the environment for everybody has shifted. It's not the same. One has to move strategically. When you're with your children out in public and when you're just by yourself. And that's real. I was thinking kind of like, what set this off? Well, what really got it set off on this new level was when Trump joined, it's called the birther movement. Y'all can look that up. That's some deep shit. When you look at that, you're going to be like, oh, hell no. When oh my goodness, I'm not even getting into that because that's going to take too long, man. You know what I'm saying? So look that up, the birther movement. It's on Wikipedia and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You can look it up. So, it started with that. Then Trump jumps in on that. And he started saying that Obama wasn't a citizen. It was an American. And that was almost like the main surface pop off on the new level of it just getting ready to stir. And after that, man, it was on and cracking. You know, Trump understands Hollywood, the props that's used in Hollywood, all the years when he do his interviews and then when he did a show. He understands all of that, man. He tapped into that. People thought Trump was woo-de-woo, but he tapped into all of that, man. Genius to a certain extent. And now we have an environment where fear is kind of the order of the day, where people have a little fear, anxiety, not knowing what can happen. While you're going to the grocery store or the gas station, something can crack off. Something real serious. And that's deep. And how do we handle that? How should we look at that? That's the question. How do we maneuver in this environment? Do we keep going the same way we've been talking about? Like they had, like Martin Luther King yesterday, Martin Luther King's niece and all those people on there talking about holding hands. I mean, really? Really? Now, we love our brother, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about really in 2021, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear holding hands, man. All right, those that was on there, go down to the Capitol down there and hold hands and talk to them about holding hands, man. They're going to slap the taste out your mouth. Ain't nobody talking about holding no hands in 2021. I mean, we got to use tactics and strategies and narratives that are relevant to the time, right? So let me share this with you. The U.S. right now, with Biden and them taking over, they got to repair the reputation around the world. They got to definitely deal with the racial injustice and the tension between, you know, blacks and whites and poor and rich. The have and the have-nots got to be addressed. We already know about the battered economy that's tanking. Everybody's taking the L. All kind of businesses, everything is in woo-woo. Unemployment, etc. Woo-woo-woo. All that. The mental. See, we're not even talking about the mental, man. That's a whole nother woo-woo. Remember when I was talking to y'all about the financial trauma, right? That's a whole different thing. We're not even talking about that at the moment, yo. If we even deal with the mental, man, I would probably need to do 1,900 shows, 15-minute episodes on the mental. Because the mental's that's a whole different woo-de-woo. And then all the monies that has been lost and impacted and affected by the pandemic. The pandemic thing is just, man, I got everybody on one. So look, I guess it's just those of us that can try to have some type of higher source or some way to hold on during these dark moments. That would be the key. That would be the key, you know. So, thank you for listening, and be blessed. And be safe out there. Definitely be safe as y'all's moving around right now. You know.